Transistor speaking low and thin. Dust road quiet where the trucks once been. Two lawn chairs facing down the lane. Wind dragging slow across the plain. Someone counting clouds out loud. Another man just watching ground. Daytime leaning on the fence. Nothing loud and nothing tense. Time walks slow along the street, dragging dust around our feet. Old tunes circling through like a passing view. Let that small radio carry the sound, rolling its rhythm through the town. Hands on knees, keeping the beat. Lazy post down the street. Paper cup rolling near the curb, a crow answering. Yeah. Back returning slow again. Needle dancing where it's been. Sleeve worn thin along the side. Someone left a name inside. Dusty groove begins to spin. Half a band still locked within. Chairs pulled close around the sound. Feet just tapping on the ground. Every scratch along the line keeps a little piece of time. Simple rhythm passing through. Old but true. Let that second hand record play. Round and round the same old way. Hands on knees, keeping the beat. Slow groove under the seat. Someone says he knows this band. Played it once in someone's van. Singer leaning half a tone, like he never sang alone. Bass still walking steady ground. Drums just holding one small sound. Room begins to nod along, following the song. Old grooves never really fade, even when the years have laid layer after layer through. What do we do? Let that second-hand record play. Round and round the same old way. Hands on knees, keeping the beat. Slow groove under the seat. roads it's been. Someone laughing soft and low, saying let the whole thing go. Flip aside and start again. Same old band of borrowed men. Little circles thinning through something tried and true. Every groove a small recall, holding pieces of it all. Simple music coming through. Just a few. Let that second-hand record play. Round and round the same old way. Hands on knees, keeping the beat. Slow groove under the sea. Quiet avenue under valley streetlights, late buses humming through the distance. Old posters fading on the corner wall, loose footsteps brushing broken pavement. Your silhouette beside the glowing window, the slow inhale drifting through the air. The boulevard repeats a steady rhythm, like quiet waves beneath the noise. The night moves soft between the buildings, every footstep finding time. Your eyes reflecting distant signals, pulling closer to the line. Walk with me along the neon boulevard, let the distant rhythm guide our breathing. Every passing light becomes a memory, turning silence into groove. Old vinyl drifting from a second window, someone laughing far below. The boulevard keeps spinning quiet stories that nobody will ever know. Your hair moves lightly in the warm breeze, a quiet word dissolves in air. But every pause becomes another rhythm, floating through the shady glare. The night moves soft between the buildings, every footstep finding time. Your eyes reflecting distant signals, pulling closer to the light. Walk with me along the neon boulevard, let the distant rhythm guide our breathing. Every passing law becomes a memory, turning silence into groove. Street musicians back in quiet cases, distant sirens fade away. Your small sky glows beneath the streetlight, like a phrase I cannot say. We keep walking through the sleeping avenue, slowly drifting with the sun. And so in the moving darkness, a hidden rhythm pulls us down. The night moves soft between the buildings, every closer to the light. You walk with me along the neon boulevard. Let the distant rhythm guide our breathing. Every passing light becomes a memory, turning silence into street lamps flicker over quiet avenues. A distant train rolls through the darkness. Loose flyers running in the evening wind. Soft footsteps brushing past old storefronts. Your reflection passing through the glass door. The rhythm hiding in your movement. A calm breeze carrying quiet voices, like a pulse beneath the night. Something turning in the distance. Every step falls into line. Your calm gaze across the roadway pulls my breathing into time. Meet me on the electric avenue, where the quiet rhythm keeps repeating. Every passing glow becomes a signal, pulling strangers into groove. Old speakers humming from a record shop. Soft bass rolling through the doorway. A bicycle drifting past the corner sign. Loose changers in there to whispers. Your slow laugh floating through the warm air, like a melody nobody planned. The avenue keeps turning quiet circles, holding moments in its hand. Something turning in the distance. Every step falls into line. Your calm gaze across the roadway close my breathing into time. Meet me on the electric avenue, where the quiet rhythm keeps repeating. Every passing glow becomes a signal, calling strangers into groove. Morning buses waiting down the avenue. Street cleaners humming slowly. Yes,
Alors, impression
Impression magnifique. Première expérience de bus couchette de jour.
Ouais, je crois que c'est la première et on n'a pas encore démarré, mais c'est le dernier, je crois.
On va avoir 7 heures de transport dans ce... Alors ils appellent ça des bus limousines.
C'est très limousine.
C'est-à-dire que c'est le plus luxueux.
Ok.
Mais pas celui-là.
Non.
Celui-là il est, on va dire, un peu vieillissant.
Meet me where the last train lingers, where the quiet river rhythm keeps returning. Every minute stretching longer, like a groove that won't release. The newspaper turning in the wind, the loose pages sliding down the tracks. A tired worker rubbing cold hands, soft breath fading into dark. You lean against the iron railing, watching signals blink and fade. Every second holds suspension, like a note that never resolves. A slow vibration through the rails, something moving far away. Your eyes drifting down the tunnel, like you're waiting for a change. Meet me where the last train lingers, where the quiet rhythm keeps returning. Every minute stretching longer, like a groove that won't release. Yeah. Headlights slowly bloom from darkness, steel wheels singing through the line. Doors side open with a tired whistle, warm air drifting through the cold. You turn softly toward the carriage, one small glance before you go. And somewhere in the empty station, the rhythm keeps you close. Slow vibration through the rails, something moving far away. Your eyes drifting down the tunnel, like you're waiting for a chance. Meet me where the last train lingers, where the quiet rhythm keeps returning. Every minute stretching on, like past the field. Wooden sign barely nailed and sealed. An old chair resting by the door. Boot marks scattered on the floor. Small radio balanced on a crate. Speaker humming soft and straight. Two men watching trucks go by. Nothing much to justify. A distant station drifting near. Carried thin but loud and clear. Simple rhythm passing through. Across the view. Let that prairie station speak. Rolling slow all through the week. Boot heels tapping on the ground. Keeping time with that sound. Pick up parked beside the shade. One loose tire slowly swayed. Someone humming half a phrase from forgotten radio days. Fence wire shaking in the breeze. Dust sliding through the trees. Every note the speaker sends moves slow round the bend. That small groove walking through. Nothing fancy, nothing new. Just a signal running wide. Countryside. Let that prairie station speak. Rolling slow all through the week. Boot heels tapping on the ground. Keeping time with that sound. Stretching down the lane, long freight calling down the plain. Storefront light beginning glow, people standing talking low. Cricket starting up their line, someone checking pocket time. Radio still humming through one last tune. That same program drifting far. Past the fields and past the bar, little chords returning slow from the show. Let that prairie station speak. Rolling slow all through the week. Boot heels tapping on the ground. Keeping time with that sound. The dusty record spinning in the corner. Soft crackle drifting through the room. Low lamps hanging over quiet tables. Long shadows on the floor. The bartender counting empty glasses. Slow rhythm in his hands. You sit alone beside the jukebox, like you're waiting on a tune. Every groove inside the record turns the night a little slow. Every whisper in the hallway feels like somewhere I should go. Final lounge tonight, where the rhythm leans a little sideways. Every spinning song becomes a memory. Let the groove pull us around. A trumpet line sighs through the speakers, crooked notes that almost smile. Someone tapping shoes beneath the table, keeping time without a word. You stir the drink beside your elbow, watching dancers move in pairs. But every pause becomes a rhythm, floating softly through the air. Every groove inside a record turns the night a little slow. Every whisper in the hallway feels like somewhere I should go. the broken vinyl lounge tonight, where the rhythm leans a little sideways. Every spinning song becomes a memory. Let the groove pull us around. Slide slowly toward the table. Fast car murmurs near the bar. Street lights glowing through the door. Cold wind on the stairs. You pause beside the fading music. Listen in 1 second more. And somewhere in the quiet distance, the rhythm starts again. A little sideways. Every spinning song becomes a memory. Let the groove pull us around. Piano murmurs in the corner, low laughter drifting through the room. A bartender polishing quiet glasses, slow rhythm in his hands. You lean against the wooden counter, eyes half lost in golden light. The band plays something soft and crooked, like a story told too late. Every note falls just a little late, like it doesn't want to leave. And the night keeps breathing slowly through the smoking broken dream. Just down on slow risky street tonight, where the rhythm walks in lazy circles. Every heartbeat sways a little softer. Let the groove pull you inside. A trumpet sigh slips through the speakers, soft and crooked like a grin. Cards shuffle on a backroom table, low voices begging time. You spin the bass between your fingers, watching shadows cross the wall. Every pause becomes a rhythm, like a song that will not fall. Every note falls just a little late, like it doesn't want to leave. And the night keeps breathing slowly to the smoking broken dreams. Down on Soul Whiskey Street tonight, where the rhythm walks in lazy circles. Every heartbeat sways a little softer. Let the groove pull you inside. scraping on the floorboards, soft coats drifting toward the door, street wind sliding through the doorway, carrying a fading tone. You pause outside beneath the sign light, listening 1 second more. Somewhere in my quiet disguise, the groove begins again. Heaven no fall, just a little late, like it doesn't want to leave. And the night keeps breathing slowly through the smoke and broken dream. Down on Soul Whiskey Street tonight, oh, where the rhythm waxing lazy circles, every heartbeat sways a little softer. Let the groove pull you inside. Dust clouds stretching past the grain, one old truck beside the lane, radio sitting on the crate, speaker humming soft and straight. 2 men leaning near the door, talking like the day before, when dragging slow through the field, same small view the road revealed. Thin broadcast crossing land, carriage slow and close at hand, little rhythm passing through plain and true. Let that roadside program stay, rolling easy through the day. Boot heels tapping to the tone, slow beat steady as a stone. Bench out front beside the shade, old scoreboard beginning to fade. Someone laughing half a line, someone checking county time. Dog asleep beside the stair, wind brushing through thinning hair. Radio holding one more tune under the lazy afternoon. Familiar groove walking by underneath the open sky. Nothing loud or overdue, just a view. Let that roadside program stay, rolling easy through the day. Boot heels tapping to the tone, slow beat steady as a stone. Fading down the bend, another quiet day to end. Crate begins tooling up the ground, nights settling around the town. Radio still talking low, letting the last record go. Same station carrying through across the field, an empty view. Simple chords we always knew coming through.
Cha-cha. Hello.
radio hum leaks from an open window. Old sneakers tapping against loose pavement. A quiet rhythm nobody notices. You're